Okay, so yesterday we covered for all entries, inner join, select single, then yeah, the rest of the things we covered. Okay, so now okay, fine. Okay, so here I have a type, work area type. 1 second, let me start the recording. Forgot. Okay, so now here we have two type for work area. Okay, one is the header, another is the item. Okay, so here I'll have another type typo final end of typo final. Okay, so the final, okay, final work area should have the fields, these 4 5 fields and these fields. Okay, so what I can do, I can copy this and I can paste it here. Okay, so let's say I go here and I added a um, new field date. Ekko Okay, this is document date. Then again I have to copy this line and I have to again paste it here. Okay, so this approach is not correct because now it's only the two type we are dealing with. So we can do a manual change in the two places. So if the dependency is more, then we need to do the changes in multiple places. So instead of that, I know that whatever field I need is already defined. Some of the field are defined here. So I can refer to this type. I can refer to this type here inside here. So what I can do, include type. Include type, then I can give this type. Then again, I can write types and I can copy this line, this field, and I can give it here. But again, if I need something here, then again, I have to make the changes here. Okay, so let's create another type here. Begin of type PO item ADD additional fields PO item additional field and have it here. And now I include this field here. So I can write include type here. And here I can write, and here instead of this, I can directly write include type this here. Okay, so let me rearrange it. Okay, so now what is happening? I added this 5 6 field. How many? 6 field in this work area type. And I created here PO item type. and I included this field. This is a separate field, and I included entire field list here. And here also I need this. I don't need item PO. I need this. So what happened? TYPO final will have 6 field from header and another 6 field from item. So now TYPO final has 12 fields. Okay. So let me define a data object ls final type TYPO final, and we'll have a breakpoint here. Now, if I go to ls final, I have all the field 12 fields here. Okay, so is this approach is clear, guys, to you? Include type.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, include type.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is like it's kind of same thing we did, right? Dot include during the structure. So same concept. Okay, we can also, instead of include type, we can also do include structure. Okay, so let me check. We created some structure, right? So yeah, it's maybe probably structure admin fields. Okay, this is my structure. Okay, so here also I can write include structure. Yes. Okay. We'll go here. So now I have this created by, created on, and created on time from here. Okay. So two syntaxes are available. One is the include type and include structure. Okay. So include type and include structure in work area. Okay. So here is include type. First one is include type. Include type. This will include the fields from the local work area type in the work area, and include structure is will include the fields from SC11 structure in the work area. And the syntax, for example, this is the example. Okay, we'll do one thing. Okay, insert text box. Okay, so is this clear, right? Include type, include structure. Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now let's go. So yesterday, okay, not a problem. Let me remove some of the things from here. I don't need this thing. So we have seen the for all entries yesterday in detail, and also had an overview of inner join, and I've shown the differences. Okay, but I have written an example also, but we didn't test it because we ran out of time yesterday. So let me write the code and show you. Okay. So here I included EBLN BE data. Okay. So so EBLN BS type BSART Lipnor BUKRS BE data. Fine. Header is done. Then from the item, these are the field. EP, ELP, Magnar, Menge, Mines, net price. Okay. From EKKO, inner join, EKPO on is the on condition. So we can write EKKO EBELN equal to EKPO EBEL. Okay, this we can write. Alternatively, we can give a alias name, meaningful name as header as item. Okay, so we are telling them the new name, alias name for EKKO is header and EKPO is item. It's kind of giving a nickname. Okay, instead of original name, we're giving some nickname. So that in technical term is known as alias. Alias means alias. Okay. This is also alias. Okay, so now instead of referring EKKO, I can refer with the alias header and I can refer it to item. Okay, and into final. Do I have a final internal table, guys? I'll tip final. So header item I don't need now. And I won't need it. Okay, so LT final, PO final into table LT PO final. And this thing I don't need. Let me check any syntax error. Yes, the column EBELN is ambiguous. We discussed it yesterday, how to fix. So what is this error? Who can tell me? The column name is ambiguous.
It is present in both.
Both the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
Both the table. Guys, give me a moment. Okay, so now this EBLN is already there in the EKKO and EKPO. So when I write select EBLN, system unable to decide which EBLN I'm referring to. So here I have to give the table name. So as I already defined the alias, instead of writing EKKO, I can write header. Okay, so that issue should be fixed. Let us check. The column name BSTYP also ambiguous. So we can specify the name. Then Bookers is also ambiguous. Header. Then here also header. Okay. Fine. And there is no issue BSTYP also we can include here, and header BSTYP in S type, and date is also there. Then BE dat in S. Okay. Okay. There is no error. Okay. There is no error. So system is not complaining. The syntax seems correct to the system. But I have a concern here from a best practice perspective. Okay. So now if I see BSART, can I know from the syntax whether BSART is part of EKKO or EKPO? Am I getting that information from here?
No, sir.
No, right? So if I wanted to know whether BSART is part of EKKO or EKPO, then what is the option we have? We can go to EKKO. We can go to EKKO, search BSART. Okay, it's there. So I think that, okay, it's part of header. So let's say this field list is used or this inner join is used, then this is cumbersome, right? It's difficult for us. Okay. So in that case, what do we have to do? So we are doing a inner join. That means we are bringing data from multiple table. So as a best practice, even if system is not complaining on these two fields and these fields, still it is a good practice to mention the alias name from which the data is getting selected. So system understand that BSART is part of header, but a programmer like me or you who will see this program tomorrow, to find out, he has to go to the table and find out. That's the reason it is a good practice. Always using join, you can specify the table details here. Okay. These are from the item. Okay. So this list is getting used, so I can break it into new line. Okay. So now by looking at the syntax itself, I'll have an idea that what are the field is getting selected from header and what is the field which is getting selected from item. Okay, so this is a recommendation, not mandatory, but everyone should follow. Is it clear, guys, for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Let me put a breakpoint. LTPO final. Okay, so data is coming. All the 14 records are here. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll keep line item next to PO. So how can we do that? We are using include type, right? So what we have to do here, we'll remove this PO, and if we use remove this PO from here, and here we have EBLM, here we have line item. Sorry, not here. Here, PO type, PO type, EKKO, EBLM, and line item type EKKO, sorry, EKPO, EPELP. Okay, and here I have to put it here because I'm using into, I'm not using into corresponding. So the field list in the select clause should match the field list in internal table. We already discussed this part. Okay, so now I have a PO line item and other field. Okay, so I want my program. We already learned sorting. Okay, yesterday what is sorting? So I want the data, whatever is getting selected, should be sorted. So here I can write sort LT PO final by PO and line item. I can write this here. So what is happening? Data is getting selected and we are sorting. We can also force the system to fetch the data and give to the internal table after sorting it during the selection of data. So here we can write order by header EBLN item EBELB. Okay. So if I'm doing this, I don't need this. Okay. The sorting of data is already taken care by the order by clause.
So
Okay.
this will be done in ascending or descending?
Okay. So by default, if it is not there, you can write it's ascending. Okay. If you need descending, you can write descending and descending. If nothing is mentioned, that means it's ascending. Okay. So writing ascending and here nothing. Okay. Both are same. Is it clear, guys? Order by clause.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me look at.
Sir, here we are sorting two fields, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Here I'm sorting by two fields. So everyone understand what is the meaning of sorting by two field, guys? Sorting by two fields. Everyone understand this statement? Or any doubt in that? I can explain you. Sorting by two fields. It can be three fields also, or one field also. Everyone is clear in this? What is the meaning, guys?
Sir, can you explain
Yes.
it again?
Okay. So
Yes,
now
sir.
this is my data. Okay. So I can do what I can select and sort. So now this PO number, okay, PO number is now sorted. Okay, PO number is sorted. So now this is PO 40, this is also 40, 40, 40, then 44, 44. It's now sorted by PO number. Okay, I can also select material and sort it. So now material wise it got sorted. Okay, so this is how the sorting looks like for a single field. Okay, so now I select PO and I select line item and I sort it. Okay, so now the PO number, first this list is sorted by the PO number. Okay, this list is sorted by the PO number. So now this layout is bit confusing. Let me switch to the old theme. Okay, then I'll explain this sorting thing. Give me a moment. Okay. Now I'll sort this. So now are you able to see, guys? 40, 40, 40, 44 times is written. 44 two times. like this. Okay, now I select this PO, sort it. So are you able to see one rectangular box from line number 1 to 4? Guys, are you able to see a rectangular box?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes,
don't
sir.
think that here it is blank. Don't think like that, because there is a rectangular box here. That means all these 4 line items have the same value and it is sorted. Are you able to see a red arrow mark here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that means this
Yes,
column
sir.
is sorted and there is a rectangular box. That means this all enter value in the rectangular box are repeated. So instead of writing 4 times, it's just making a rectangular so that we understand that all these four rows have the same value. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here
Yes,
I
sir.
can, okay, I can select the material and I can sort it. Okay, so all this material got sorted. I can also select quantity and sort. Now there is no rectangular, big rectangular, because all are unique value. There is no repetition. I can select the currency, sort. Okay, and there is some issue. Maybe you are not, one is coming to the currency, which is wrong. I'm not sure. We'll see the select query. Okay, and here also it is coming as include. Let me fix that first. Hmm. Okay. Item. Okay. This is the mistake I have done. Yeah, it should be types. And this I don't need. Begin not your final. Oh, this is full stop. Okay, this type is should not be there. This is the right syntax. I've written a wrong syntax. Okay. So this syntax is clear, guys, to you? Guys,
Yes, sir.
I already explained this. Okay, there should not be any confusion. So we'll come to the sorting again. So now let me see. Currency is still IN1. I'm not sure why. Okay, maybe the data is wrong in the table. Okay, so now unit of measurements also I can sort. Okay, so now KAR is still here. There is a box M2 ST like this. So this I'm doing by sorting by one field. Okay, so when I do a sorting by multiple field, I can both select and sort. So now this list is sorted by the PO number. Then for this PO number, there is again 4 line item. So 4 lines have the same PO number. So again, I sorted by line item. Okay, so system sorted the list with one field. Then it got a result. Then further it's sorting these 4 records. It is again sorting based on line item. Okay, so I can do one thing. I want PO number to be ascending and line item to be descending. So you see the first line is PO number is 40, line item is 40, then 30, 20, 10. So is it clear? Sorting by multiple fields,
Yes, sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll go back. Okay, so this sorting I can do in my program using sort statement, or I'm writing a select query. I can also ask the system to give me the result in a sorted manner using order by. Okay, fine. So loop at LT PO final into LS PO final. Yeah. So today we're learning control break statement. Control break statement. Okay. So there is 4 control break statement. There is another control break statement is also there. On, change of, on, end of. Okay. So this is a obsolete syntax. Obsolete syntax. But still we'll have a discussion later on. Okay. First we'll discuss this 4 thing. Control break statement. At new, sorry, at first, at new, at end of, at last. This whole. Okay. So let me put a breakpoint in each of the things, and I will show you better. So what are those? Now I'll execute. Okay, so which breakpoint is triggered now? Guys, at first. Okay, at first. So we can see this control is in 106. Okay, so now if I go to the data, site abix is 1. What does it mean? Guys, what is site abix?
So current row number.
Current row number of what? Internal table. The
Internal
current
table.
row which is getting read by the system is site abix. Okay, so for a moment, I'll explain this to little bit later. Let us focus on at first and at last. Okay. So what is the value of site abix? 1. What does it mean? So the first line of the internal table is getting read. So when the first line of the internal table is getting read, at first will trigger. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me put F8. Now at last is triggered. Okay. So what is the site abix? Guys, 14.
14.
So why for 14th row at last is triggered?
Because the last record is in 14th row.
14th row. So when we have a loop, Okay, so there is two control break statement at first and at last that will be triggered on the first row when the first row is getting read or the last row is getting read. Okay. So now what we can do here, we can write so here the first row we can write PO number or line item, something like heading we can write, and here we can write total or end of PO. Okay, so PO line item that is getting print when the first row is getting printed, end of PO is getting print when last of the line is getting read. Okay, so we can use these two things to have printing so many things or writing logic, okay, automatically. So if I write here anything, write end of PO. Okay, so I want that when entire loop is done, then this text should be printed. My requirement is that. But if I write here in the loop, it will write it, or this will be processed for each iteration. So what will happen? 14 times it will be printed. 14 times it will be printed. See, 14 times it will be printed, and this is the last. But my logic is if I need to write something which is conditional, I want this particular code to be executed when the last line of the loop is getting executed, I can use at last. Similarly, if I want a piece of code which should be executed when the first line of the loop statement is getting read, then I should write the code in at first. Okay, so these two things are clear, guys, to everyone. Why we need at first and at last.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So that, yeah. So the next thing is at new and at end of. Okay. So before that, we have to understand control break statement. So this all four is known as control break statement. Okay. So what is the meaning of control break? So if I go here, so data is like this. Okay. So control break means something is continuous. Okay. If that continuous pattern or whatever is getting break, then we say that the control is breaked. Okay. So for example, in the PO, in the PO field, it's 40, right? 40, 40, 40, 40. This is continuous value. Now, the next value is 41. So we can say that control is break on the fifth line. Again, control is break in the sixth line. Control is break in seventh. Control is break at 8. Okay. For ninth row, there is no break in the control. No control break because it's a continuation. 10th control break, 46, 11 is control break, 12 is control break, and rest are control break. Okay. So what? So everybody understood, right? Control break means some continuous value will change, and we can say that control is break. Yeah, okay. And control break statement will help us to handle those scenarios. Okay, so there is 4 control break statement available: at first, at new, at end, at last. So we understood what is at first and at last. Then another thing is at new. We'll understand what is at new. Okay, so now I'll go here, I'll enable it. So at first is getting trigger for the first row. At new is also getting trigger for first row. Then fifth row. Guys, are you able to understand why it got trigger for fifth row?
Yes, sir. Because the same PO is continuing till
Continue.
row 1 to 4. In row 5, new PO is coming.
New PO is coming. So now I'll put even F8. Now site apex is 6 because control again breaking at 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. After 8 it stuck as 10. After 8 it trigger at 10. For 9 it didn't trigger because there is no control break. Okay, guys, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us try to understand this at end of. At first is site apex 1, at new is site apex 1, at end is site apex 4. Why 4? Because this PO, current PO, is in the last position now. Next position it will break. So before breaking, the last iteration of that same PO is 4th line. Is it clear, guys? Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Okay, so let us see how we can utilize this 4 control break statement to build a report. Okay, so what are the field I need? My field is this. Okay, let me note it down. Then pivot line item. Okay, so I want a heading. So heading should go here at first. Okay, so right. PO number, then category, document, category, then vendor, then company code and date. Okay, and here I need format, color, heading. Okay, so I'll remove the breakpoint because all of us understood when this will be gonna trigger. Okay, I comment everything. Let us see if we are able to print some headings. Okay, PO number, document category, vendor, company code, date. Let us add some verticals value, IV line. What is the error? Here, comma is missing. Company code. Company code. Okay, like this. So this color does not look good. So can have some group, maybe. Okay, this is the header. Okay, this is also not good. Okay, let's go with the standard one, heading. Okay, so fine. This has been printed. So what this format color is doing, so I declared a common format. Otherwise, I have to specify the same thing repeatedly, color, call, heading, every time. So I have to specify here, specify here. Instead of doing specifying multiple times, I have defined it that whatever I'll print now onwards, so you use this format. Okay, same format. And here I need a heading for line item, format color, color group. And here I'll write line item fields. I'll write line. So what is the line item fields? Material, quantity, then unit of measure, unit of measure, line, net price, line, currency. Okay. Let us see what is printed. Okay, so it's getting printed like this, but this V lines or vertical lines are not in sync. So I have to make that in sync. So PO number, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe. So I want it from 11. Let's see. And here it's a break point. I don't need it. And quantity. This is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 from 12, 17 character. And here also from 12th character till 17th character. Okay. Let us see the output. Okay, this is in sync, this is in sync. So unit of measure we have to make in sync. So now this is 12 plus 17 is 29. This is 30. This is also 30. Then this is from 31, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 10. From 31th character, 15 character, it will print. Then this will printed on 46, 40. I think this will be 47. 47. And here also 47. Okay, correct. Now company code. company code, yes. So 48, from 48 we need 7, 8, 11. Well, probably 11. And here also 48, 11. Yes, now the last one. Here 48, 49, 59, 60 here, and this is also 60, and this is 61, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 character, and here also 61, 8. And here I can write 69 sci-fi line. And here also 69 sci-fi line. Okay, done. So, okay, 70. So here I'll want EU line 70. And here also I need EU line 70, underline. What is the ISO? Okay, so right style line, same thing we'll copy and put it here. Okay, let us see the output. Okay, getting more. So 69 probably you can write. 69. And in between also we need SIU line. Okay, is it clear till now, guys? We only printed the heading. Okay, okay, fine. So now we'll print the data. So first I have created two heading, guys. Two heading. One is the header heading. One is the item heading. So let's say one PO has 4 line items. Okay, so I'll print one header line, then 4 line item after that, then one header line, then whatever, like this. Okay, so now my immediate requirement is I should print the header. So header, there is 14 line. There is 14, total line 14, but I think there is 10 POs. So PO should be printed only 10 times. Okay, so where I'll write the code, I'll go here, write add a new PO. I can write same thing, I'll copy here. Okay. Write sci line, and instead of PO number, I'll write sci, not sci, ls PO final PO. Okay. And here instead of document category, I need document type, and instead of vendor, I print the value of vendor. So vendor is here. Instead of company code, we're printing company code here. Company code. And instead of date, I want the value of date. And here, let us see the value. Okay. So two things here. Okay. So now this header values. Okay. So now this PO number is not getting printed completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 character only getting printed. It should be 10 characters. Okay. Why 8 character? This is a mistake we have done. 2, 10 characters. Now it's 12. It should be 13. And it should be 14. So 21, 31. This is 32. Then 33, 45. 38, 48. This is 49. This is 50. This is 62. This is 63. This is 70. Same here. Material is this. This 62. This is 49. And here, this is 14, 63, 32, 71. And below also I have to do the same adjustment here. So this is 210. And this one is 13, 62. This one is 14, 63. This is 32, 71. This is 33. And this one is 49. Okay. And this U line doesn't looks good. So I think we have to make it as a 70. Seventy-one. 71. Okay, now data is getting printed, but again we have some issues here. Okay, we have some issues here. So guys, do you need a break? Do you need a break, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so let's catch up at 6:15. Okay, let me realign these values for you by that time. Okay, you can go and come back. Okay, so we are not be discussing anything. I'll just realign these things. Okay. Guys, yeah, you can proceed for the break.
Yes.